What's up, Internet? It's Will Shocker on a mission to shock the world with fantastic content, and I wanted to talk a little bit about my crafting endeavors. If you follow this channel, you know that I do a lot of leather crafting. Here is my buy order for 7.3 leather. All right, I'm gonna hit edit so we can see the details. It's over 100 million silver. I placed this buy order several days ago, uh, and it hasn't filled. Okay, I still need to fill 1,434 hides, and it's been 3 days, 4 days, buying at 87.9 thousand each, and basically, I have to wait like real world time for these buy orders to fill, right? And let's check the charts. 14 sold yesterday, 100 sold before that, 1,000. That's good. Thousand's nice. But the idea here is even if you get to a high level of crafting, and this is what happened when I did cooking as well. This is why I say don't do cooking, because the supply and demand metrics in Albion are really like unpredictable and inconsistent, especially at high levels. As the price of something goes up, the supply of it goes down. Right? You have a low supply, high demand, and then you also have items that are uh, high supply, low demand. Right? There's this inverse operation happening with the Albion economy, and basically what I'm trying to get at here is yes, I had 100 million silver to spend on hides. Yes, I do have technically the time to wait for this buy order to fill. However, I'm not going to get this buy order filled within a reasonable amount of time. And so it would be well worth my investment to consider spending that silver on something that's a little bit more liquid, a little bit more movable, a little bit more common, so that I can get the buy order filled within a reasonable amount of time. It's been 3 days. I'm still going to keep this going for, the rest of the month. I might maybe try. I can't actually change the price because I don't have that amount of silver. Yeah, I don't have enough silver to update the price. So I have to let that sit, and there's a possibility that this item will never actually buy all the items that I asked for, right? That this order might not buy all of the hide. And so what'll happen at the end of the 30 days is I'll have to just cut my losses and take what I bought and then go and craft that. So if there was a person the other day that was asking, well, where's part two? You made 100 million silver investment. Where's part two of that? This is part two. This is waiting for the buy order to fill, right? Part two is, okay, so part one is you invest the 100 million silver. Part two is you wait for the buy order to fill, which is the part that I'm stuck at, right? And then part three is you do the crafting and you flip it, right? So I can't say with certainty that this is the best investment for me to make, but this is the one that I have to make to reach my goals, because I have to reach, well, I don't have to, but I want to reach tier 7 level 100, and then I have to work on tier 8 level 100, right? So what I could do instead is I could buy a bunch of tier 7 flat hide. Let's do that. So I have 40 million silver to spend. I'm going to spend half of it. Let's go up to 20 million. Let's do that. I'm going to invest another 20 million silver into 7 flat. Okay. And maybe that's going to get me some fame. Yeah, why not? I'll always make it back up later. So we're going to place the order for that. And then I'm going to shoot over to Martlock, and I'm going to spend another chunk of silver on 6.3 leather, or 6 point flat leather. That way, when the buy order fills, I'm going to go ahead and craft that leather. So basically, the mistake I made when I invested that 100 million silver is I didn't invest it into something that was going to move very quickly. And so now I'm spending real time. I'm spending real time, like real world time, waiting on the buy order to fill. and the buy order might not fill for an entire month, and then I just have to live with that. So it's not a perfect, it's not a perfect strategy by any means. I just like the fact that 7.3 levels me up very quickly. So I get a lot of fame for the crafting, for the focus points, because I do like to craft with focus, right? Let's do leather. Let's do 6 flat. Now this is just strictly for fame. I think I'll do 2,000. Yeah, why not? And I'm gonna get all this silver back eventually anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. But the point of this video is be careful what you invest in, because it's not always going to pay off exactly as quickly as you would prefer. The same thing happened with cooking, by the way. I invested a lot of silver into cooking some high level items, and I still have sell orders. Let me show you the sell orders that I'm waiting on. This is a good example of what not to do. So let me take a quick trip to Bridgewatch. I'll show you the mess that I made with my silver, so that you can avoid making a similar mistake. All right. Avoid these mistakes with crafting. Avoid these crafting mistakes. Maybe that's a good title for the video. We'll see. So here's Bridgewatch. We're going to go into the market, and I'm going to show you my sell orders this time, not buy orders. Here are my sell orders that are taking forever to fill. So here's my sell orders. Let's drop by highest price. This is 8.3 Avalonian beef stew. The whole stack is a million silver, right? I have 5 for sale. This has been on. This has been on for about a week, right? This one is 8.6 million silver. It's been up for, I think, 4 days. I don't know how long sell orders actually last for, but this is many stews. 8.3 Albion beef stew. It's been up there for a while. It's been up there for a long time, and people aren't buying this stuff. And I have more 8.3 stews, more 8.3 stews. Okay, you can see here's some 7.2 pork pies that I put up for sale. 7.2 pork pies, another 13 million there, another 25 million here. Like, do you see what's happening here? I have so much silver that's locked away in these sell orders, right? And they're not selling. I'm not making the silver that I expected to make by crafting these items. That's why I say don't do cooking, okay? Because cooking, if you go at higher tiers and higher enchantment rates, nobody's buying this stuff. People just buy flat food, okay? They don't buy 0.1, 0.2 unless they absolutely have to, which they almost never do, right? So 8.3, 7.2, all of this nonsense, you don't want to waste your silver and time and energy crafting this stuff. So that's gonna be the video. Those are the mistakes that I've made in my journey. Now my results are not typical, so I can't really speak to what you should be doing. But here in general, I would say that you want to keep in mind that just because you placed a buy order doesn't mean it's going to fill very quickly. A good way to make sure that your order does fill quickly is to raise the price that you're willing to buy for. For example, if I want to buy a 6.3 leather, I did the math and I found out that I could pay a maximum of $36,900 per hide, right? So I can place this buy order, I'll hit yes, and it buys instantly, okay? So it could be worthwhile for you to do the math and find out the highest possible price that you can pay for an item that you want to buy, so that you can generate your profit more quickly. Now, I'm just going to sell this back, but the same idea goes for selling. If you want to sell something quickly, consider lowering the price. And then just, figure out how much you want to make. My goal is 2 million a day. So if I can do the math to figure out, okay, well, this is going to cost me X number of focus points, it's going to cost me this much silver and ingredients, I'm going to make this amount in sell orders, then you can, mix and match the prices so that you get these orders to fill quickly and don't just let them sit there for months and then expire and then have to pay double taxes on those orders. So bit of a nugget of information in this video, I know. Probably a lot of information to take in all at once. Feel free to ask questions in the comments, and I will be back with more next time.